Welcome to Avisar's Insights. I am thrilled to have you with me. Tonight I will be discussing Liverpool's forward line heading into the new Premier League season. Now, we have three main forwards competing for one spot because let's be honest, Jurgen Klopp prefers the 4-2-3-1, leaving one man up top. We have three main options that I think he will be looking at most of the season with Daniel Sturridge, Divock Origi, and Danny Ings. Some people would say, well, Roberto Firmino could be a factor, yes, but let's face it, he is best suited for the midfield. Though it's important to note that Firmino would absolutely be picked over Christian Benteke should the Belgian stay at Anfield. Now, it's been so difficult to replace Luis Suarez since he has left. Is it even possible to replace him? Who knows? But what we do know is Liverpool would be in a much better place if Daniel Sturridge could have stayed fit for the majority of the time that Liverpool has played the past 2 years. Sturridge has the best goal-to-game ratio of any Liverpool striker in the modern era. 47 goals in 81 games. That's better than Suarez, better than Fernando Torres. It's simply astounding. His skill, his ability to shoot and score in tight spaces, and his dribbling is top-notch. But it's not a question of if Daniel Sturridge can stay fit, it's a matter of when he gets injured, unfortunately. Now, he has missed more games than he's played. Think about that for a second. He has missed more games, competitive matches, than he's played in since arriving at Anfield, which is a huge cause for concern. And meanwhile, Divock Origi has also dealt with some injury issues of his own since joining the Reds, but he's taken that time to really bulk up. He's even gone up a shirt size, and he's been an absolute boss. He's scored 10 goals in 19 games. He presses so hard. He works incredibly hard. And I think Jurgen Klopp loves him for that. That's why, towards the end of last season, Origi was picked over a fit Daniel Sturridge up until that horrendous injury against Everton. So I think Origi's work rate is going to give him the edge potentially over Daniel Sturridge. But meanwhile, you cannot forget about Danny Ings. Now, it was such a cruel hand of fate that was dealt to Ings when he suffered a torn ACL in his very first training session under Jurgen Klopp. And he has scored in each of his first three preseason games. He looks like he's on top form as well as you can be coming off an injury like that. But I think it speaks volumes that he came back before the end of last season after tearing his ACL. I mean, his recovery time has been amazing. His work rate's been amazing. He was a transfer that was panned, absolutely panned by the Liverpool faithful when he first came to Anfield. But he won over the support remarkably fast because he works incredibly hard. And he just has that tenacity, that ferocious style that reminded many Liverpool fans of Luis Suarez. Of course, we're not going to go comparing their talent, but the work rate certainly could be considered commensurate. So I think Ings is certainly going to be a factor. But we're looking at a Liverpool team that is not going to be playing in European football, as hard as that is a reality to face, and has three top-notch strikers that'll be vying for one spot. And I don't see any of them necessarily competing for a spot on the wing, maybe Origi, but that midfield is so stacked. So I do think that out of these three forwards, there will be a very unhappy man come the end of the season because it's just going to be so challenging to play for and vie for playing time. So it's certainly a problem that Klopp would like to have, and it'll be very interesting to see what happens. Who leads the line for the Liverpool Reds this coming season?